Everybody, I'll start off quick. They made a lot of runs, but the one thing that was great about tonight is we were resilient. We answered a lot of them, cut it to single digits multiple times into the fourth. Great lessons for our guys. Just we didn't let go of the rope, and that was important to me, being resilient, playing a really tough team that can go on runs and bury people, have a history of doing that. And our guys stood the course, pushed the game into the fourth. I was pleased with that.
Speaking of resilience, what did you think about Kyshawn and the way he kept shooting?
It's great. I told him during one of the timeouts, keep letting it fly. You're a great shooter. I think he took 10 more after I said that to him, and that was great. We didn't want him to end up 0 for 6, which he'd start. I said, if you're up 0 for 6, that's not what we want. If you're open, let it fly, because he puts the work in. We see it every day. This guy's a great shooter. And obviously he ended up having 20 in the second half, which was great. Really happy for him.
The night that Bilal had shooting the ball, was that just an off night for him, or was it the defense that you think attributed to that?
I think the great thing is that you're asking the question that's what the standard is, because he's played well. So that these are good things that Bilal has stepped up his game. You're going to have off shooting nights, but keep defending, keep playing. That's the nature of the game. Can you continue to, when it's not going your way shooting wise, can you keep playing? And he did that tonight.
Hey, it's hello, Coach. Felix Bassi from WBGR Network. I just want to ask, what do you think can be done with regards to helping the team in terms of scoring or becoming better with shooting?
You know what? The second half was great. We took the same shots we took in the first half, so our process has been really good, and we thought that at halftime. We were getting in the paint, we were kicking it out, just missed some of our shots. One thing that was good in the first half is we continued to defend, so that kept the game close. Obviously, Curry hit that 3 at the end of the half to get it to 9, but we kept defending even when we were making shots. So we talked about that at halftime. We're playing the right way. It's going to turn. But they turned up their offensive firepower in the second half, and that kind of ended the game.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
How has Bub improved from the start of preseason to now?
He's like all these guys. He's improving daily. His competitiveness has always been there, but now, just reading the game, being a floor general, get us in the right spots, picking his spots. But the biggest thing I love about Bub is his competitive nature. He fuels our team, and that's a great thing.
Minus 11 rebounding in the first half, plus 2 in the second half. What did you guys change to get that change?
Just our mindset. We talked about it before the game. That's one of their strengths. Can we get them off the boards? If we get the boards, we're pretty good in transition. I think that led to some of our runs in the second half, but it always starts with our defense and rebounding for our team.
Well, you guys have not always been a good rebounding team this year. What do you think has led to that, and how are you guys trying to improve on that as the season goes on?
Yeah, we've been inconsistent at that for times. Sometimes we've been super elite, and then the last game we were not. Tonight was a tale of two halves, like you just said. So that's the thing we got to get better at, the consistency of that, because you can see when we do rebound and we get stops, we're hard to guard.
Another poor night shooting from 3. What do you think about the shot attempts that you guys got?
Great shots. Great shots. I love it. I love how we're playing. These are shots that we want to take. I got great faith in all my guys. It's the same shots we hit versus Atlanta. We're going to keep staying with the process.
Turnovers were kind of an issue in the preseason, and they're really good at forcing them, but you only had 10 tonight. How were you guys able to limit those, and how has the team gotten better at doing that?
I think just recognizing who we're playing with. A lot of the turnovers early were things out of learning your teammates and who you're playing with and how they like to set screens or how they want us to receive the ball. That chemistry has gotten better, and we've also understand how we want to space the court and the shapes we want to have to take advantage of our strengths. So I think all those things have led to us. Those are why we're getting up good shots and why we're getting up good threes, because we're not playing in crowds and we're kicking the ball, which is how we want to play.
A feisty game for Jordan, kind of going back and forth at times with Draymond, a lot of steals, or a lot of blocks today. What do you think about his game, especially when he's in an amped-up mindset like it seemed like he was today?
I think Jordan's always amped up, so I don't think this has anything to do with tonight. That's what I like about Jordan. Jordan's a guy who loves the game. He's a competitor. He wants to go out there and win, and you can see that on his defensive play this year. I think he's leading the league in steals. What, he had 4 blocks tonight? So, his ability to stick his nose in there and fight and be competitive, that's his nature. Nothing to do with tonight's game.
I think it's just my teammates and the coaching staff just telling me to keep shooting. I know I'm a good shooter. Shots I've been falling, but they put the trust in me, the confidence in me to keep shooting. They found me, in the open court, taught me on set plays, and I just, you know, they trusted me, I trusted my shot, and they went in.
And what was it like to not only have a breakthrough, but end up making 6 threes?
It just felt great. I mean, finally. That's all I could think about. It just felt great.
It tied a rookie franchise record with Corey and Bradley Beal. What's your reaction to that?
I mean, it's cool to be, you know, tying the workers and be in that conversation, but there's a long way to go still.
What does it mean? Like, what did you have to do earlier in your career to develop that trust in your shot?
Just reps. You know, my dad taught me how to shoot, taught me to form, taught me the discipline. You know, little drills as like 5 switches in a row as a, you know, 7-year-old. It's not always that easy. It gets in your head, and then it's just about getting reps up and trusting your work. That's it.
As important as it is to be process-oriented throughout your whole career for the whole team, are there times when your competitiveness is so high that it's easy to lose focus it's easier to focus on the loss than the gains that you and the team are making?
I mean, of course. I mean, I don't think if you go in the locker room right now, we're like, yeah, we lost by, I don't know, 13 against Golden State. Yeah, everybody's happy. I don't think that's the case. And there's always like the negative part of losing. But when you look at the bigger picture, you saw we stayed with them the whole game. Like, we could have easily just put our heads down in the first half and just let them blow us out by like 30. But I think it's about building those habits. So, yeah, there's always that negative part of the losing. But then when you look at the bigger picture, you get to realize the effort and the habits that we're building.
You've shown a knack for blocking shots, specifically blocking jump shots, a decent amount of the early season. What do you think has gone into that?
Just my activity, using my length, having my arms up. Just try to, you know, still kind of new to this body. I'm getting used to it, and I think it's showing on the court, you know, just using my length, using my athleticism to be able to disturb shots the most possible.
Saw you jawing a little bit with Draymond at points. What was that matchup like throughout the game?
It was just super fun, just learning from, you know, the best, what he does. Multiple champions. I'm not even going to do all his resume, but, you know, just being able to play against these guys that have a whole bunch of experience, just going out and compete on the court.
Alex has had multiple blocks in every game so far. What can you say about his rim protection?
It's amazing. Just to know that you have a guy like that, so young, and just being able to, you know, trust. Like, you could just wall up and he's going to clean it up right behind you. So being able to have a guy like that you could just trust, and, you know, he's going to be there every single time is just amazing.